DeMar DeRozan has come out and said that he would love to be a Chicago Bull, and the Chicago Bulls front office has said that they would like to bring DeMar DeRozan back. However, in a recent article and a podcast post, DeMar DeRozan has said that he would consider playing for the Los Angeles Lakers. We're going to be talking about if this really means anything for the Chicago Bulls this offseason. This is Rico Greenhowe, and this is another episode of Bulls Digest. And before we jump into it, want to let you know that 76.6% of you guys that watch the videos are not subscribed to the channel, so make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with your latest news and happenings around your Chicago Bulls. And let's go ahead and jump into the topic of the day here, which is DeMar open to play for the Lakers. And this article appeared in Yahoo Sports, and it's pretty much everywhere at this point in time. But what that is you're going to see a video link to a podcast where DeMar DeRozan was asked if he would be open to playing with the Lakers, and he was pretty open about it, and he said, what he thought. And so this is what DeMar DeRozan had to say here. When I was a kid, everybody know I'm a Kobe Bryant guy. At the end of the day, DeRozan said, always been a Kobe guy, being a Laker fan since day one. You can't never say no about playing home, especially if you're playing for a historic team like the Lakers. So time will tell. We'll see where the cards fall. Until then, I'll see what happens. All right, guys. And so, after he said that, essentially just basically breaking down where we are with DeMar DeRozan here. He's going to turn 35. He's 15 years in the NBA, a lot of mileage on that body, but he's averaging 24 points a game and 5.3 assists a game. You're seeing that he also shot 48% from the field, 6-time All-Star here, and he was terrific at getting to the free throw line. He isn't a great three-point shooter. He only hit 33.3% of those attempts this year, and he would be going to a team that pretty much I think that would be an awkward fit offensively with LeBron James and Anthony Davis, and this is just paraphrasing here. So, look, there is a lot to unpack here. And so first and foremost, what DeMar DeRozan said, 100% agree with him. All right. And I am not saying that this is really any new news. I think that DeMar DeRozan has deserved to go out and play wherever he would like to play. He is a free agent. And honestly, even if he's not with the Bulls, I am going to be absolutely rooting for DeMar DeRozan. You can say whatever you want to say about DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan did, I think, everything right in his tenure with the Chicago Bulls if it comes to an end. He went out there and he's shown up. He's played in 90% of his games. Whether you like it or not, the numbers show that he will be in the Hall of Fame. And also, too, he has been in the Eastern Conference Finals. A lot of players in the league will not even get there. So this is a guy that was a terrific calming effect on the locker room. I think that he also helped Kobe White and Dosunmu. And it didn't always have to be him taking shots or scoring where his leadership showed up. And so that's why I love DeMar DeRozan. Like I said, I think he did absolutely everything that he was supposed to do. And when he promised coming in, one of the first things that he said when he got over from San Antonio was that me and Lavine have to stay healthy. He kept up his end of the bargain. It was not his fault that he had to play out of position at times, and it's not his fault that he had to play heavy minutes at times because, look, we had nobody else, and even if we did, Billy Donovan didn't trust him enough, so he had to go out there and do what he had to do, and I think he made the best of every situation that was thrown at him. And honestly, man, if he wanted to go play with Golden State, go for it. If he wanted to play with the Clippers, go for it. At this point, if he wants to chase a ring, I absolutely support DeMar DeRozan. But I think that his best situation to go ahead and get paid and to still be a valuable player on a team is probably going to be staying with us. Now, it's unfortunate that that's going to hurt us financially. It's going to hurt us as far as building the team. And he is going to be an older player. And we are risking that what happened to Vucevic could possibly happen to DeMar DeRozan. And I want him to stay. I'd love for him to stay, and I would just love for the numbers to work out, and we're able to build with our young pieces and have DeMar DeRozan eventually ride off into the sunset. But it's going to be a tough situation because, look, we've reportedly have a 2-year deal on the table. He wants more years, and I'm kind of viewing this a lot like how it was with Dwayne Wade when he came over from Miami. I think that this is a situation where if he's on the roster, maybe we're saying, look, let's try to have you on the roster with these pieces maybe one more year. If it doesn't work out and we decide to do a total rebuild, we go ahead and we let him go to wherever he wants to go. All right. Some type of player option, or, an option to where we can cut him and let him loose and let him go where he wants to go, much like a Dwayne Wade deal. But I think that that's really what the best case scenario would be for us as Chicago Bulls fans and as the franchise. And as far as him going over to the Lakers, I think that DeMar DeRozan would probably take lesser money, obviously, because the Lakers are in a tough situation. And I think that they're going to sign LeBron James, even if it means that it's going to be a ridiculous contract for him at his age. But I just see that he's going to probably turn into a Russell Westbrook over there. I think they're going to basically make him sit out there, shoot 3-pointers. They're going to put him in situations where if this team fails, which it probably will, they're probably going to make it DeMar DeRozan's fault. And, with the Lakers, I don't cover them, but, the one thing about them is that you can't coast over in the Western Conference. And so you have to compete in the regular season. And I think that this team, as it's constructed right now, it's an older team. And it's geared around Anthony Davis, who sometimes he's not engaged or he's injured. And this team is probably going to do about the same thing that the Chicago Bulls are doing, which is be a 9th place team in the West. And it's even tougher to get out of a play-in situation and advance in the West than it is, I think, in the Eastern Conference. So, look, both teams are in a tough situation. Do I think he probably has a better chance to advance with the Chicago Bulls? He does. Does he have a better chance to have a better role with the Chicago Bulls? Absolutely. Do I think that he will re-sign with the Chicago Bulls versus go back home to play for the Lakers or the Clippers? Absolutely. I think that even now, with the fact that business is not taking him over to the Lakers, I think that he's probably going to go ahead and take this situation and probably run with it and really take it on just like he's taken everything else on in his career. And I think that he's really going to flourish. And I think that, contrary to everybody's belief, I don't think that he's going to have a down take in numbers for the next couple seasons. I think that it's going to work out. And I just think that, ultimately, I hope that the Chicago Bulls are able to still build while retaining DeMar DeRozan's service for 2 seasons. Anything past 2 seasons, I think that that's probably not going to be wise for the Chicago Bulls to do. And again, I think that they should probably put him in a situation to where, he can go elsewhere and he can be effective. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. I mean, that was my rant about DeMar DeRozan. I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to get lit up in the comments about why DeMar DeRozan's terrible or whatever. But do you guys think that we should keep DeMar DeRozan this summer with the way that we are financially here? Do you think that he's more of like a short-term rental? Do you guys think that we should probably have something in place to where, he's playing for the year, and if we decide to go ahead and rebuild it, we can let DeMar DeRozan go where he wants to? Do you guys feel like he is an impact on our franchise and on our players in a positive way out there? So let me know what you guys think. This is Rico Greenhowe. This is another episode of Bulls Digest. And even though we don't know what we're going to do this offseason with DeMar DeRozan or the rest of the franchise, still I'm saying go Bulls. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.